Greetings, welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho, and my co-host as always, Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
What's up, Chris? We got some Star Trek to talk about again.
We got some Star Trek to talk about again, and gosh darn it, we're doing it live.
Yeah.
We're doing it live. This is nice to do without the lag, without the questionable video quality.
I forgot I was going to do that. I was going to put you on a computer screen and be like, hey, why don't you just come over, and then do a gag there, but nah.
Oh, that would be funny.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, it takes time.
Okay.
So, Season 2, Episode 1, Strange Energies.
Mm-hmm.
Lower Decks. Is this the best, opening music since Voyager?
Definitely, but that's also an incredibly low bar.
Yeah. Well, there was that one Mirror Universe episode.
Oh, okay, it's not better than that. It is not better than the Mirror Universe opening for Enterprise.
Yeah.
But that's the gotcha one. It's like 2 episodes does not an opening theme make.
So we start off a little reference. Are you surprised by that?
No.
Of Cardassian torturing Beckett?
Yeah, we got it. They keep showing me lights. And you know what? That's kind of how I like my references. It's some people would be tempted to go, there's 4 lights here and I don't like them, or just call it out explicitly, but I like that. You know, you have to do the extra little step yourself.
Exactly.
Look, I'm a hologram, okay? I'm sure Real Boimler had his reasons. I don't know, maybe did you ever intimidate him?
What? No, shut up!
No, Mariner.
She leaves him behind.
Yes.
Still got some issues with him going to the Titan, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
This whole episode was about people's issues.
Yes, and you know, we've seen Mariner have some issues with the holodeck last season as well. She gets a little weird in there.
Yeah, she went nuts.
Yeah.
She even bitched at Jennifer the Hot Andorian.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, Captain wants to see you.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen Jennifer before. Maybe we'll learn more. You always have to have your background character.
Yeah,
that's your favorite.
it's important.
Okay, all right.
I don't... Trill? Andorian? I don't know. I'm being pulled in 2 different directions here, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you squatting? We're going to die! Stop that! I can't. It's leg day.
Isn't there some great quotes in this?
Yes. No, I think fuck pairs is going to be... That's got to be the one.
Yeah. So we get to see that there's a continuation from last year where Beckett and Mom are kind of working together during these second contacts, which I like. Mm-hmm. I like the whole idea of not only do they do second contacts, but now they're actually trying to yeah, sorry, we're not telling Starfleet, but we're trying to help people a bit more.
And Mariner's got it. Yeah, she's got her own little private side missions.
Yeah.
Which is...
I thought power washing a few buildings was kind of funny. I was like, maybe if I clean it, then... And when I saw the whale, I was just like, is this going where I think it could go?
I thought this was I wasn't thinking like that. I was just thinking this would be uncovering, some heretical bit of their past, and suddenly the society would be fractured. It'd be like, oh no, in ancient times we believed this, and I still believe this. I remember this.
Yeah,
they'd start fighting each other.
That honestly could have gone in that direction easy.
Yeah, because you have to be a united planet to join the Federation, and then
that would have been great. That's missed opportunity.
You think so? I mean, I actually have no goddamn idea what happened. What was this thing, and why did it turn Ransom into a god?
Those energies weren't that strange. I'm fine. Now unhand me! I must rise!
And he's hovering. I think he might be going godlike on us.
It'd be sort of like that TNG episode with the Kesprit was the planet, and that's the one where Picard and Beverly get kidnapped, and they're linked mentally, and they were
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that one where they can hear each other's thoughts?
No, but I do remember you telling me that you just want coffee and croissants, Chris. Every day. Why don't you just say it? I'm giving you Vulcan tea, and you just want...
It's been all this fancy stuff. Coffee and croissant.
Yeah, messing with
No. Because that's... Okay, I was surprised because that's a good episode. But I think it was very unusual for them to want to admit just half a planet. But the one half was like, no, that other half, they're nuts. We're great. These guys are nuts. We just leave them alone, but we'd like to join your Federation. And it turns out they're both nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the old guy in his quarters with the weird stuff.
Yeah, just progressively more things as the episode goes on.
Oh, it's tough, man. A whole planet? Look at this planet. Mm-hmm. It'll be a long time by the time we're united.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got more than 2 factions.
Beckett cleans his thing, which ends up shooting Jack and ripping his shirt. Poor guy.
Oh no, we can already tell where this is going.
Yeah, and I like that. I felt it was too much when they kept saying Gary Mitchell's name.
Yeah.
But like when they showed me the picture was like a trading card or something of like
Yeah,
Gary Mitchell.
actually did.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, that's all I needed. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh sweet Mitchell, and then it's just like, oh Gary Mitchell 5 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, relax guys, we get it.
We know, we understand.
But yeah, he basically gets the power to fix his own shirt, which is a good power to have for a first officer. And his eyes start glowing, shooting rainbows. He can do everything.
Yeah. I really would have liked more information on what the hell this building is. What was its actual purpose? Was this its actual purpose? If so, how did this just go unnoticed?
Well, you know what?
Like, it just appeared to turn itself on when the grime came off.
Yeah.
Clean your public spaces, people. It's not that hard. Who knows what you'll find under all this soot?
You get to see detached head of Jack's. He goes after the ship.
Yeah, and we're going, of course, for the floating green hand in space business.
Well, I mean, your hand kind of needs oxygen, so it would turn green, right?
And I guess a little bit of Nagilum from where silence has lease.
Yeah, nothing's better than that helm officer. That's what death is like.
I will need half your crew.
Jack is like, annoyed that Beckett and Mom are getting along and they're faking it.
Yeah.
And
also, like, yes, she has way too much authority because she's just like, the captain's special girl.
Do what she wants and this and that. And it was already, you already saw the conflict at the beginning, and then giving him godlike powers drew this out more, which was a good transition or continuation of it.
I will say Riker handled his godlike powers much better than Ransom did.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that episode the other day too. I was just like, you know what? Like, I was comparing it to something that Discovery would do, and I'm just like, Riker would learn from his mistake. Picard actually gave him time to learn from it too, but it wasn't just like...
Yeah, he allowed Riker to make an ass of himself.
Yeah. Just do what Picard would do, guys. Relax. Not new Picard, old Picard. But younger Picard.
Yeah. Old Picard, who is the younger Picard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't just sit on your vineyard and hope the Romulan problem will go away.
Yeah.
Power down weapons!
But Captain!
I'm not shooting my friend anymore.
Why not?
Because you're right.
He's all like, hey man, like, stop working together. And she's just like, you're a great first officer. Really? And you work out and you're handsome. I love that his body, like... I enjoy the jokes that the writers are doing here. It's just like how I'm gonna build a gym with my body as my head's attacking the ship.
Oh, also, for the little jokes from the writers, I really liked that gag at the start where it's just like, I know we're not supposed to have interpersonal conflict, but God, I hate her. Like, that's hilarious. That's
Yeah, there are some great lines. I mean, it's easy to become a god, but staying a god, you gotta work on the tries.
Yeah,
that wasn't working. Shooting Jack's head wasn't working. None of it worked until Beckett started kicking him in the nuts on the ground.
Yeah.
And then his eyes would come back to normal, and then they started glowing, bam, in the nuts.
They just kept going back to that.
Rochambeau.
God.
Yeah.
That's
and then
brutal.
they put a boulder on him just because they did that to Gary Mitchell.
It works.
Yeah.
It can't argue with results.
Crushed Doll's bones, probably.
I can feel myself succumbing to the power.
Stop it, Beckett!
No can do.
We had our B story of Tandy and Rutherford.
You know that's the A story.
Well, maybe for you. Tandy is all like, hey, what, you like pears now? Because he had his implant ripped out and they put it back in. It's changed a lot of things. Apparently it's been a year, basically, because last year he hated pears.
Yeah.
Wow, so they've been doing that for a year. Beckett and Mariner get along? Boiling around Titan for a year?
I wonder how long the time skip's been.
I don't know, but so far we've got a reference of a year. The relationship was interesting. Tandy's all like, kind of likes him, but and
No,
he
she
used
will
to
not
like
admit
her.
that to himself.
They were totally after each other, and I guess after the implant changed it. Gonna go out with Barnes, the Trill from last year. I was like, is that the hot Trill? I think it is. And then we get there, I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And Chris, I don't know how sad and pathetic this makes me, but when she talked about getting together with some of the girls and going swimming, I was very excited to see that. I know this is animated, but Star Trek girls going swimming?
In your mind,
yeah,
maybe it's not.
Yeah, I think that's where I go. When I see a hot Andorian, I picture a real-life hot Andorian.
A real-life Andorian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Andorians have such a cool backstory, Chris. Just watch Enterprise. Everybody should watch Enterprise. Yeah, and so Tandy's just like doing all these experiments on Rutherford.
I do love the medical phaser, like the heavy duty. She's just building this thing together, and it's got the little medbay logo on it. I'm like, that's delightful.
Well, it's shooting like a gel almost.
Yeah,
so.
like I want to see Bones going to town with one of these. Just like.
Yeah, she was going pretty crazy.
Well, when you're cured, just meet us outside Cetacean Ops. I'm gonna go change into my swimsuit.
Wait, I can come with you.
Oh, no, you can't.
On a regular Star Trek ship, I would assume somebody would interject.
Yes.
And just be like, what are you doing? And then she explains, but carry on.
Right. I do love that we're sort of lampshading how mad scientisty the Starfleet medical personnel get. It's like, I'm going to take your brain out of your head and freeze it. Just like, yeah, that's probably a plot.
Yeah.
We've done that.
What's in those hyposprays? Medical venom.
He needs venom to live.
Yeah, must detach brain, everything. Like. Eventually, he puts up a personal force field, which I liked. They have a heart-to-heart, and they get their friendship back. You know, and nice. she's just like, don't date Barnes.
Tandy's delightful. I'm happy to see more of her.
We worked together and managed to revert one of his synaptic pathways.
Oh, that's nice. Which one?
I hate pears again. They're so mealy and bland. Pears.
And it was just like, what do you think of pears? Fuck pears.
Fuck pears.
I think that is so much better than like, oh, science is fucking cool.
Yes, this is, we're getting much better F-bombs from this series than other Star Trek series, which 5 years ago is not a sentence I ever would have thought I'd say, but here we are.
Yeah. I guess we did finish off the episode with an orgasm Titan.
Yes. Titan.
Titan.
You didn't think we were going to get Riker today.
Oh, I've been so disillusioned by all other Star Trek, Chris, that I'm just like, but story point, they'll just forget it and drop it.
Other Star Treks even had Riker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shields at 30%!
Red alert! I'm starting to think this jam session's got too many licks and not enough comp.
What does that even mean?
It was good to see him throwing some jazz references
we are
out there.
Riker.
Boimler's just like, I don't even know what that means. He's like trying to pilot the ship and
somebody punch me a way out of here. It's like punching, sir.
Yeah. Then they start to like melt into like a gel, sort of like going through a weird wormhole thing, and that's the cliffhanger. I'm like, that's a great cliffhanger.
That's fantastic. I love this aesthetic they're sort of building for Riker and the Titan, where this is just like this is just the wacky Starfleet ship, like where some stupid shit happens every week, and they're just having way too much fun with it, and like we're just getting a glimpse of it, but these guys are all just like having way too much fun with all this weird shit, and Boimler just cannot handle any of it. He's like, we're all going to die. But it's like, no, it'll be fine, we're punching.
Yeah, I want to see more real life Riker in this situation.
Yeah.
Like I said last season, we need like a Riker podcast where he just interviews people in this like style of Riker. My one nerd thing here is we did see a Miranda class starship with the numbers 1877, which was in a TOS Mirror Universe saga comic. And it was called Masquerade. And that's my nerd thing.
Okay. Goddamn! No, I can't go with you on the books and the comics. I know nothing.
Well, I was just like, I know that's a Miranda class. I don't know, and I looked at the numbers. I'm like, that's it. Cool. Well, it exists.
Probably not a reference to anything.
Beta canon, baby.
Beta canon, no.
Hey, I mean, beta canon is sometimes better than our current canon.
For a long time, it was all we had.
Yeah, it's true. So hear me out, Chris.
Okay.
Everything in this episode was crazy, fast, throwing everything at the wall nuts. But what if these were an hour and we didn't have Jack just da 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 and Becca going yeah, and then Tandy and Rutherford doing all this stuff? What if there was actually time to breathe?
I feel like they've been doing generally a pretty good job with the half-hour format. I do think today's episode, the ransom stuff, just accelerated really quickly. I definitely felt it a bit for that.
I felt the writers were just like, shit, man, it's been 6 months. We gotta do something. We gotta do lots of something.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now Ransom's doing this. Now Ransom's doing this. It just keeps doing things.
What if she just kicked him in the nuts over and over? That's great.
Yeah, that's good. That's comedy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save you!
I don't need to be saved.
But I think when our chief complaint about a show is, what if it was longer? You know, we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
What if there was more
is
of this?
a good spot to be in.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, here I am kind of wanting that Orville aesthetic of like, let's like, spend some time in 10 Forward or whatever we want to call the lounge, and let's have a more of a longer heart-to-heart with Tandy and Rutherford, and conversations between other characters, and it's just like, yeah, I want to spend more time in this universe, which is not a complaint, I guess.
Yeah, the Orville definitely takes advantage of it, you know, being the same kind of show, you know, a Star Trek parody / comedy sort of thing, but doing the hour-long format. We get a lot more character stuff, which I remember being something we just rave about whenever we were doing the Orville, like the start of season 2, and it's just like, it's all character stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I mean, season 3 coming one day.
Eventually. I've seen pictures of them filming it. So.
Yeah, I still see Jessica Zorn Talia. She's still filming, so it's not done. Final thoughts, Chris?
Final thoughts? Yeah, we are confirmed Lower Decks still good.
Yeah,
still good. Yeah, I would have liked a little bit. Maybe more on the Ransom plot line. What is this thing? Why is this thing? Maybe.
I really like that detour that you were doing there, story-wise. Be like, oh, like that could have separated the culture.
Yeah, like I guess maybe they didn't have time for something like that.
No.
But when she was uncovering a mural, I was thinking for sure this would be like, oh no, this is, you know, my ancestors, that's something from my ancestry, and you said that they never made it, you know, this was never part of their territory, but here's the mural. Or
that was clearly like a humpback whale too.
Yeah, actually, you know what, I guess I need to go back and look at it. I didn't
it was an earth whale for sure. I'm pretty sure it was a humpback. And then like even the thing that she polished off or whatever that shot Jack.
We got sci-fi stuff happening over here.
Looks similar to the thing that comes out of the probe.
Yeah, do you think this is... Okay, yeah, maybe this is some kind of whale probe. Maybe that's where they were going with it. Have they done a whale probe joke yet?
I'm pretty sure, but
think so?
season 1 had so many jokes to it, so I can't remember them all.
That's true.
Who's our security chief?
Yes,
we lost our last security chief in a hell of a way.
Oh my god, yeah, just...
Yeah.
Rip Shacks.
Awesome.
Absolutely
Shoves that shuttle.
I think that's just what I said last year, but he's blowing up warp cores with the Prophets now, you know, he's in a better place.
I mean, Tasha went out like that, just like, you know, kind of a symbolic thing of like, hey, life can just end, guys. And also we want to horrify Sean with nightmares of a black goo guy killing him, like...
Yeah, I think that's got to be the best Star Trek death. Who's had a better Star Trek death than Shax's?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to Data in a way, where it's just like, transport, goodbye.
Well, yeah, that was sad. That was rough.
A better Star Trek.
But then we've retconned that, and he's not dead.
True. But I will stick with Spock because that's the most heart-tearing death.
He also came back though.
Yeah. So I guess I don't have to ask you the question. You believe Shax is coming back? I mean, Tasha came back as the daughter and in the Mirror episode, so...
Do you want... Okay.
Do security chiefs ever die?
I think we've seen the new security chief in the promo material.
Oh, okay.
I think we have.
Yeah. I think I just...
say, from what I've seen, I think he is Temerian, so the Darmok Enchilada Tanagra people.
Oh. God damn, we're gonna get some poetry from our security chief
or something like
symbolism.
I think that's what it was. I know someone was talking about that a while ago. Yeah,
that could be good. Well, thanks for watching, guys, as always, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week for I think a little while now.
Yeah.